Welcome to Flash from Scratch, Tutorial 17, Motion Tween. I have a new FLA on the board, and I'm going to pick up my oval tool, blue for a stroke and red for a fill, put my stage around 50%, and I'm going to make a little oval here. I'm going to pick up my selection tool, click off to the side, change the color, my fill color. If I didn't click off to the side, this might still be highlighted and I would have changed this. I still have my oval tool selected, make it a small circle, there it is, and pick up my selection tool and cut it in half. Delete that lower half, just press delete, highlight this, drag it and stick it on top. So now we have a little, use my arrow keys, a little spaceship. There he is. Now if I just highlight this and look in my properties panel, this is a shape. And I just want to show you that you cannot motion tween a shape. So if I click here, right click and say motion tween, it'll tell me I need to make it a symbol. So while it's highlighted, modify, convert it to a symbol. Let's make it a graphic. That's a symbol. And we'll call it saucer, S-A-U-C-E-R _ GRP, graphic. Now come up to this frame 1, right click, motion tween, and you get this blue line that's equal to 1 minute on the timeline because it's a full 24 frames, and that's what I'm at, 24 frames per second. So let's make it a little bit longer. Let's go put it out to there. And all we need to do now is click on this, use my arrow keys, tab it over, and notice that green line. Notice that green line. If I click on these points, I can drag them. Now that's going to follow that pattern. Hit your enter. That's a pretty neat. And at any time, if I want this to be a shorter, just bring it back here. It's the same thing, but it'll happen quicker. That was way too quick. Or naturally longer. Okay, the key being it must be a symbol. So let's delete that layer. Okay, let's open the polystar tool. Polystar tool. Let's give this a white for my fill. Open the properties panel. Make sure you select that polystar tool. And we are in this polystar tool. And we want options, tool settings here. Options. A new menu comes up. I want it to be a star. And I'm going to make it 6 sides because it's going to represent a snowflake. There. So now I'm going to make right here on my stage a little snowflake. Now I want those arms to be longer, so I'm going to delete that. Just going to Control Z. Going back into this options, make these point size 0.1. Okay, now make your star. See, there's my little snowflake. While it's highlighted, let's get rid of the blue. Let's make the blue a grayish color, and that's my snowflake. Now it's hard to see, so let's click on the stage. Now if you haven't got this opened up where it says your document untitled, take your selection tool, click here, and then open your properties panel, and you'll get this where it says stage. Let's make the stage black. There's my snowflake, and we're going to tween that. So let's highlight it, move it up on top of the out of the way. Got to make it a symbol. We're going to leave it as a symbol type graphic in our drop down menu, graphic, and we're going to call it snow, S-N-O-W _ GRP. click in this here, frame 1, motion, tween, and let's drag it down to here. Let's give it a little bit of wind blowing it. So the wind's blowing a little bit. And while we have it selected, let's open the Properties panel. It's a graphic. Under Color Effects, open this up if you haven't got it. And what we're going to do now is take the alpha on this last frame and turn it down to 0. I go back to here. I can see it, and as it's dropping, it gets lighter and lighter and lighter, and it fades out. See that? So let's test this movie. Kind of fast. Let's give it some more time so we can actually see it taking place. Let's grab this. Let's make it at least 2.5, 3 minutes. Now let's test it. You can see it's getting lighter and it fades out. You could actually go to the end frame, that's the way you have it, and bring it back so that it fades out on the stage. Okay, let's do one more thing with this. While it's selected, open the alignment panel. If you don't have the alignment panel docked here, go up to Window, click Alignment, and the panel will open right here. Okay, and under under Transform, you see this Rotate. Let's rotate it. Have it rotate from the time it starts and now. Let's go have a full 90 degrees. Enter, and see if we can see that effect. Control. Test the movie, and there's your snowflake drifting away. I hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learned.